Now, the Welsh Government said it was supporting people in Wales to make the healthy choice. I'm joined now by health coach and speaker Vanessa Sturman. Hello, Vanessa.
Hello.
What do you make of this? Is this going to support people in Wales to make the healthy choice, do you think?
I think some regulations are really needed to help people cut down on some of these foods. I think some of that's really positive. And if we can promote some of the foods that are healthier, I think that would be really fantastic. But I do think this has to go alongside a lot of education, because the truth is, in supermarkets, things like frozen fruit is actually very cheap, very cost effective, but we still know that only about a third of people are even getting their 5 a day. So it does need to go alongside these other bits of education and showing people some of these really amazing cheap foods like beans, vegetables, and lovely chickpea curries that they can perhaps make that would help their health, reduce obesity, and are actually very cost effective.
We talk a lot about education when it comes to health and making healthy choices, Vanessa, but should the government be taking measures like this for the good of public health? Is that something that the government should do?
I think so. I really do think so. I think when people go into supermarkets, yes, when you walk in, there's lots of fruit and veg, but people think that convenience food is the only way that they can necessarily go if they are pushed for time. And they are picking what's most familiar, what is cheap, and we do really need to help them. There's all sorts of things we teach in school, and food education should be one of them. And I think it's absolutely right that the government's stepping in. Of course, we need some freedom of choice, and sometimes we all want to eat a little bit of food that's not healthy, but this is becoming too much of people's diets, and it's massively affecting the NHS, it's affecting people's ability to work. It's making people die early when they're getting certain lifestyle diseases. So it's so important the government stepping in.
Well, aside from, being healthy because the government's forcing you, Vanessa, as a health coach, what is maybe just one small tip that people can take with them to the shops to be a bit healthier?
I think it's head to the fruit and vegetable aisle and pick up things that you can easily add to maybe your oats for breakfast. So pick up some bananas, some apples. Those are very cheap. And also head to the frozen section. People are always worried about food going off. Frozen fruit and vegetables, very healthy, very easy to add into your meals. And it's not going to go off. You can stock up on that.
The thing about, I agree with the frozen thing though, but it's the thawing them out that makes them a bit weird, Vanessa. It's not the same eating a frozen berry that's been defrosted as a fresh berry.
You're totally right about that. So you might use it in a slightly different way. Maybe when you've got your porridge on the stove, you could add the berries straight into that because they're going to go a bit gooey anyway. So there's different ways that you can use them. And even in terms of vegetables, frozen peas, frozen sweet corn, very easy to give to the kids. You can even mash more peas into a guacamole or something like that to make it go a lot further and be cheaper as well. So there's lots of different things we can do, but fresh fruit and vegetables can still also be very cost effective, sometimes a lot more so than these other foods that aren't so good for us.
Vanessa, thank you so much for being with us. Vanessa Sturman there, health coach and speaker.